Number 10. Grasshoppers. So, while grasshoppers and glaciers are two things that don't seem very compatible, you can get two of them in one in the US state of Montana. Located within the Beartooth Mountains of Custer National Forest, the so-called Grasshopper Glacier is far different than the typical white glaciers. That's because it's got a grayish color, and this is because it has tens of millions of locusts located inside of it. Now, I'm not entirely sure how they got in there, but there are a couple of theories. The most popular is that centuries ago, a swarm of billions of them were migrating over the Rocky Mountains when they suddenly were trapped by a massive winter storm. The ice then froze some of the trapped specimens in time, creating the incredible sight that's there today. When he sent samples of the insect species to the U.S. Bureau of Entomology in 1914, it was discovered that they were Rocky Mountain locusts. This was a species that went extinct over a century ago, likely due to their seeds being overrun by the plows of farmers in the American West. Thus, this discovery was a scientific treasure, as the freezing led to locusts being very well preserved. And the Grasshopper Glacier isn't the only locust-filled glacier around. In fact, until the late 20th century, finding frozen grasshopper remains was pretty common. However, lower snowfall rates since the late 1980s and higher temperatures have caused many similar glaciers to melt. So, if you want to see Grasshopper Glacier for yourself, I'd suggest making the trip sooner rather than later.